It does not seem anywhere close to 10 years ago. Does not seem anywhere close to 10 years ago that Rodrigo Lopez was standing on top of the barrier between he and the fans with a sombrero. Somebody handed him his fist in the air after the Sacramento Republic won their inaugural season in the USL as champions. Here we are 10 years later. Tomorrow evening, Hughes Stadium, the Sac Republic take on Orange County. This is not only is this a 10-year anniversary game, this is a huge game. Sac Republic top of the table, as they say in England. Orange County nipping at their heels. And there's going to be all kinds of fun, pomp and circumstance, excitement. And who better to join us to talk about that than the guy writing the checks for the Sac Republic and also a big fan of theirs, Kevin Nagle. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
You know, I'm feeling old, man. Like, for real. I remember being on that field with you after that win. And if I had told you then, if I'd have elbowed you in the ribs and said, hey, dude, yeah, you own a soccer team, and 10 years from now you're going to own 2 soccer teams, one in England, would you have drug tested me?
No, but here's the thing about age. Just hang out with older people.
That's what I do.
And then if people don't know who Carmichael Dave is, they'll say, could you tell me who Carmichael Dave is? And they say, see that young guy over there? Young guy. It's just, move the goalpost. Hey, it's going to be a great event tomorrow night. I'm really excited. It's landmark. I think you set it up perfectly. Orange County right now is playing the best soccer in the entire league. I want to say that they've won 9 out of their last 10. I think one was a draw on not a loss.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're in for a fight tomorrow night, and I think it's going to be a great match. We're going to have something in the area of 20,000 people there, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, because it's been an interesting season. Republic again, first place in the Western Conference with 48 points, and you look at it, they actually are 2 points behind Pittsburgh for best record in the whole league, but Pittsburgh also has 2 games more than they do as well. So effectively, Republic are right there as the best team in the USL, but they've been incredibly injured this year. It seems like they're just starting to get it together health-wise. So hopefully that lets Coach and Todd and everybody finish out strong the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, actually what you said, Dave, is really true. Mark has done Briggs has done an absolutely terrific job managing the club. I mean, we have been banged up at least half the season with really about half of our starters out. We're just now getting them back. We still have a couple of more players. You mentioned about Rodrigo Lopez. Roro, I don't think he's activated tonight, or tomorrow, but I think that he might be ready in a week or so. That's exciting because we've had him out the majority of the season, and he's probably our best playmaker in terms of passing the ball. Not only our team, but really probably the entire league. And by the way, the last point I just want to say is you are correct about Pittsburgh. They've got two additional games on us right now. We're not worried about that. We want to get into solid position come playoff time, and I think we're in 9 games coming down the home stretch.
Kevin Nagle joining us. You know what I find interesting, and full disclosure, I've been with you for a lot of this on the side here. With everything going on with Republic this year, that's busy enough. But you just got back from England again. I think that was your 3rd trip over there in the last few months. Huddersfield Town, of course, you made that purchase over the summer, and tough schedule, tough start. But announcing signings here and there and loans there, they're very, very busy. It's a whole different thing. Look, you got other projects, but it always makes me laugh that it seems like soccer, which wasn't one of your top sports. I know this growing up and as an adult, basketball, football guy, baseball guy, your whole life pretty much is now soccer, dude. That's crazy.
It is. It's football, as you know, in the UK.
Excuse me. Well, we're in the U.S., so I didn't know what the rules were here. But yeah, football.
Here's the funny part about it. The Brits invented the word soccer. And then what happened was they sort of gave it back to us and said, you guys can use the word soccer. We're calling it football. In fact, you may know they sort of laugh at us in American football because they say, it looks like you only touch the ball with your foot twice. And the rest of the time, it's, you can't touch it with your feet.
Right.
So I switch my hats, but it's it's really exciting right now. A little bit of humility there at the very beginning. We're in a tough situation in the early going, but we still have 43 games left on the table in the UK.
So this weekend, honestly, like you were on board in the beginning with Republic. It has been a crazy road, everything from, press conferences with Don Garber and the whole Burkle thing to the U.S. Open Cup last year to stadium stops and starts. Much like the president of the country gives a State of the Union, give us a quick state on the whole thing. New investors, stadium on the horizon, MLS, no MLS. Are you happy where things are going right now?
No, I am. I mean, here's the narrative. Is the question people have, is MLS an option? The answer is yes. That's a negotiation. I do have, this has all been disclosed, as you know. Mm-hmm. I do have a business partner, a Canadian business partner, great partner. And we're in negotiations with MLS right now. That's option A. Option B is, if that doesn't work out and the timing is not right, we'll build a USL stadium. And that USL stadium could be sized, somewhere in the area between 15 and 20,000. We've sort of moved around. We've had some drawings on it. So that's an option. The rail yards, that's our first choice. We still hold that position. We've got partners that are constantly negotiating. But right now, in terms of additional partners that I have on the USL side, I don't know that we really need any. If we do, we might bring in one or two. They're sort of waiting. But it's really, I would say this much for the fans. It's really almost a waiting game to see what we're going to do with MLS. I don't think much longer. And then once we can figure out what that is, either we build a much larger stadium, more robust looking, or we build something plan B, which is that USL stadium that's really multi-use for American football and others as well, other things as well.
Owner of the Sac Republic, Kevin Nagle, with us. I'll finish this way, and I don't want to finish on a down note, but I think a lot of people can learn from this. You've been transparent about this. You want everything to go right, but sometimes mistakes are made. And when you look back over the last 10 years, as we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the Republic, when you look at the mistakes you've made, I'm just guessing here, would you say the number one mistake you've made over the last 10 years is not using the Instapot I got you because you think it's not good enough?
The Instapot that you gave me, Dave, was really sort of the managed care, sort of the Target version.
Just call it trash. You think a gift I gave you was trash that my wife picked out.
We were looking at the Nordstrom version, the Neiman Marcus or needless markup,
Right, yeah.
Those versions, we got one of those. And so we tried that first. Yours, we just might re-gift it to somebody. Is that okay?
At least you're transparent with your Instapot snobbery. At least you're transparent, and I think the fans appreciate that.
You know what? Here's the thing. I've got 9 buttons that I can punch. Uh-huh. Yours is just one. It's just on and off.
That's the point, because when it comes to technology, let's be honest, you're a much better investor than you are a tech guru. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make it easy.
I don't deny that, but I'll tell you that it's also smaller. We like to eat. It's small. Like I said, it's the portable managed care version.
You don't need a big Instapot to fit a piece of halibut and a potato in every night. That's a different story. We got a break to come up to. Listen, congratulations. I will see you along with the family tomorrow night, as will 20,000+ people out there. And here's to 10 more years, 20 more, 30 more Republic, and onward and upward.
All right, thanks, Dave. You guys have fans. Come on out. There's a few tickets left, not many. Come and watch a great match.
SacRepublicFC.com for those tickets as well. We'll see you tomorrow night, brother.
All the best.
All
Bye,
right, be good. It's Kevin Nagle. There's an update on the Republic. Again, Hughes Stadium tomorrow, SacRepublicFC.com. When we come back, we go streaking, celebrity birthdays, and more before we get to Nate's Friday Fun and Games. All next, SactownSports.com.